Well, of course, tomorrow then it is back to school for more grades. What exactly is it that parents can do to ease some of the anxieties that their children may be having regarding going back to school? We're joined by educational psychologist Zaakirah Mohamed. Zaakirah, good evening, and thank you so much for your time tonight. What is the kind of language that parents should be using to speak to their children during this time?
Hi, thank you for having me. So parents need to start the communication. What does this mean? Is they need to have ongoing conversations, not only tonight, but ongoing from the time the child goes to school in the morning, when they get back, and so forth. So we need to ask them, how are they feeling about going to school? Acknowledge the way that they feel, and normalize what they can, what is appropriate. At the same time, you're going to manage anxieties, so you got to talk to them about what is going to be different, what is going to be the same, how will they be keeping safe in school, because throughout this time we've been telling them stay at home, keep safe, social distancing, that's going to keep you safe. So we need to now tell them what measures are going to be put in place to ensure their safety. At the same time, bring up the positive aspects. What are you looking forward to? What did you miss about going to school? So try and introduce also the positivity in going back to school. Remember that going back to school is going to be a transition which is going to take time. It requires patience. You need to show your child that you and the teachers are on the same page. You put in your trust in the teachers, you are trusting the schooling system to keep them safe. Use positive language. So when we're talking about, you got to keep your mask on all the time. You got to say your mask keeps you safe and it keeps other people safe. Not say, oh, I know it's going to be difficult and I know the mask is a pain and I know it would be better without a mask. Don't do that. Use positive language. If your child is looking at you for clues, they're looking at you to see how you manage in it, and they're going to take their clues from you. So manage your own anxieties as well.
Sure. Part of what we've seen, I think, just generally in trying to get people to be more responsive to the measures announced by government is that, of course, the figures in terms of those who are in need of hospital beds, those who are even dying from the virus are important. I wonder, though, when it comes to messaging for young children, are scare tactics efficient? Should parents be going that far?
I don't think we should be doing scare tactics. What we should be doing is educating. And we should be being honest. We should be telling the children exactly what is going on. Inform them what is COVID-19, how does it transmit, how to keep themselves safe, and keep educating. I think when you educate, you get much more of a difference rather than using scare techniques. Scare techniques just increases the anxiety, which then makes them unable to learn efficiently. So we need to be careful of the way we talk. We need to be stating, yes, there's going to be new rules in place. You're going to have to maintain distance. You won't be able to hug your friends. You won't be able to share your pens, your pencils. You won't be sitting as close to each other. You would have to keep on your mask the entire time. All of these we need to educate, and we need to answer the questions. We need to say why. Why do we need to be doing these things? I think also what we need to also do in terms of educating is we need to educate them about the virus so that they learn about stigmatization. So how wrong it is to stigmatize people. If somebody is not at school, if somebody doesn't come to school, if the school has to close for an unexpected reason, for case, whatever it is, tell the child, you're going back to school. Yes, we are going. You're going to take every safety precaution. The school is taking every safety precaution, and these are the precautions that we are taking. And this is the reason we're doing these things. And if by any chance that we do have to go back to lockdown, where you do homeschooling, online schooling, we have things. We will continue, and we will be able to manage your schooling the way we've been doing. And also explain to them that, people are not causing, there is no such a thing as to explain to them where this virus is, what is happening, how do you contract it, but also explain to them that it is no one's fault if they do contract the virus, so that there is no bullying.
I imagine that when it comes to this conversation, it will also be important for parents to pay a closer look at the actual rate of death when it comes to young people who have contracted COVID-19, and just looking at the likelihood of a young person, a young child, succumbing to this disease.
I think it's always great to keep informed. So I think it's good for each and every parent. As a psychologist and as a mother myself, I think we all need to be informed. We all need to be informed by the right, with the right information. So not relying on social media, going to the reliable sites, going to the reliable sources, keep ourselves informed, stay informed, but also staying informed is great, but overexposure is not great, because that increases our anxiety, and in turn it increases our children's anxiety. So looking at the news, looking at the death rate every little while, trying to see what the numbers are, switching on every single social media forum, one that is talking about this, increases our anxiety. So it's good to be informed, it's good to know the facts, but be careful of overexposure.
All right.